Hello, I'm Mary Mukindia, and I'm here to talk about how to create a professional web call background. And the reason I'm doing this is because I get so irritated when I see crazy, terrible backgrounds of people who I know are such wonderful professionals, amazing, technical, competent people, but somehow we just can't seem to get this webcam background together. I've been working from home for several years, close to 8 years now, and I'm quite used to having to do web calls, meetings, webinars, you name it, coaching. And therefore for me, even at this great, wonderful age of 6th floor, it's been quite easy for me. But for my many colleagues, we're all struggling with this new thing called technology. And because it irritates me, I said then, why not? If something irritates you, maybe it's a calling, it's something you should do something about. So here we go, several tips. It's important to create a professional look because this is part of who you are. This is part of your brand. This means that you should be very aware of what is behind you because what is behind you reflects who you are. So neither be too personal or too sterile. So for example, avoid a web call background that is too personal. You've got your dishes if you're in the kitchen, you've got dirty clothes or dirty sheets, or if there's a wardrobe or there's a door that is open, like you can see behind me is closed. So those are the things about being too personal about it. And also avoid something that's too sterile. You've seen some webcams or people who are talking and the whole thing is very white, very sterile, like a hospital. I think it's very empty. So it's very important to have, if you have a wall, make sure there's some beautiful lighting, or have a background with some chairs like we have at the moment, or a bookcase, or you can have a nice flower or a potted plant, something that speaks about who you are, perhaps a painting. So don't leave it too sterile. Third point is create some depth. The last spot I was sitting for all my meetings and webcams, I had a painting, I had a wall behind me, barely, 1 foot, 1.5 feet, maximum 2. And therefore the paintings was very behind me. So it's very much everything is in your face. So create some depth. I would say anything between best 8 to 10 feet away. That creates room depth, and therefore somebody can see you, and then there's some depth for the next before they see the next item. It's not kind of crowding you and crowding the camera look that you have. The other point is avoid or minimize interference. So for example, if you're in the office, avoid colleagues passing behind the camera next to you, moving around, or maybe the tea lady is bringing tea. We had a board meeting and most of us are were away, so we had people from Europe, we had people from Kenya, and some people in the office, and we could see the tea lady bringing the tea and things clicking away. So avoid that interference, because what it does, it takes away the focus from what you're talking about, and those movements, they can even derail a train of thought that you are discussing. If you're at home, you can avoid perhaps the spouse coming in. I've been coaching and spouses have come in, or children, cats or dogs. I'm sure you've all seen those videos where a cat comes onto the person or a dog. So avoid that kind of thing. Your house help moving around with a broom or a door, a pail of water and clothes to hang out. So avoid those type of interferences because they really undercut a moment, and as I said, they derail a train of thought. If there is a door behind me, as I'd mentioned, shut the door because it looks untidy when the doors are open. So those are my thoughts today about how to create a professional webcam call background. I'll see you for the next one. Thank you.